Well, County Executive Rushern Baker calls Prince George's the economic engine for the state of Maryland. On his recent trip to India as part of a delegation led by Governor Martin O'Malley, Baker shared his thoughts on the forging new connections and its impact on the county. Here's my interview in New Delhi, India. County Executive Rushern Baker admits he didn't know what to expect or what he would get out of being in India.
When they first signed me up to come to this trip, I thought, really at this time in my government, does it make sense to take a trip over to India, and what am I going to get out of it? And really, do I need to be here? And I can honestly say at the end of this trip, I needed to be here. Needed to sell Prince George's County.
Prince George's had the largest delegation. The county was able to sign 4 memorandum of understanding agreements with Indian companies. Baker says it wasn't long before he realized that India held a wealth of opportunities for the county.
This is a huge market for us. So it's having our companies come over to this emerging economy, which is not emerging anymore, is one of the fastest growing economies, and playing a role there, and then having the companies that are big in India coming back and opening up offices in Prince George's County.
Throughout the mission, Baker's focus was economic development, more importantly, jobs and more jobs.
This morning we talked about the life sciences, pharmaceutical, those things, the biotech industry, which is something that we want to get into in Prince George's County. With the University of Maryland, with Bowie State, with Prince George's Community College, we think we could be that triangle for that.
This is the first overseas trip of the Baker administration. I asked him to reflect on the human experience.
One, it made me extremely thankful for the fact that, that I do live in America, and I live in Prince George's County, and we have a lot of things going for us. I mean, if you think about it, if just one of the states that we visited while we were in India had everything Prince George's County has, which is a highly educated population, basically a wealthy population, and and could deal with the challenges that we have to face with, which is improving our school system, which probably gets more money than a school system over here see. So one, it made me extremely conscious of the fact that we're blessed. Now,
Baker traveled along with Montgomery County Executive Ike Leggett.
And it's interesting, Sonia, because these are Maryland's 2 biggest counties, or most populated counties, that were invited on this. That says something in and of itself, doesn't it?
Absolutely. And Governor O'Malley, when we would go out to these events, he would introduce these 2 county executives and say, hey, these guys are right next to D.C. They have great places where you can rent space if you're trying to locate to Maryland. So this is no coincidence that both of these county executives were invited to go.
All right. Sonia, you'll be having more for us.
Yes.